Craft brew, casual conversation. Whoop.
Those are bros.
Those bros drinking fucking coffee stout.
Stout. Mates.
Stout the intro. Get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Stout it up.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Hello, Rob.
Hey, Drew.
How are you?
I'm great.
Cool. We're drinking this beer. It is from the Brew Fest at which we attended. Some leftovers that they were gracious enough to give us. One of my favorite breweries of all time, Carbon 4, Madison, Wisconsin. If you happen to be in Wisconsin and you see a place that's got some Carbon 4, drink it, damn it. This is called Deep Winter, which very fitting for a day like today. It's cold as balls out there. Deep Winter is a remedy that special time of the year familiar to every second or every seasoned Midwesterner. My God, I can't fucking read again. Gather some friends and savor the challenge of deciphering exactly what the ambrosial waves of coffee and the luscious beer begins. Okay.
I think I got that.
I don't know. It's a coffee stout. It's 6.2 on the ABVs, NA on the IBUs.
What is up with this IB? Like, did they just get rid of the IBUs?
Yeah.
That was I was more interested in Phil. What a
He's
little
just
dick.
being an asshole.
He rang the bell for those that can't hear, which means he has
2
to go.
seconds
But
away.
we just let him out.
Yeah, we just took him out. I don't know what's going on with the IBUs, but I mean, there's a reason we're drinking this because it's really cold out.
They put the fluid ounces on there as if it's a stat that you can't find at the bottom of the can, but they don't put IBUs on there. I'm just a little bit upset
I think
about that.
legally they have to put that.
I know, but that's on the can always anyway, somewhere. Like.
What does it say on the can? Let me see.
Yeah, here, there.
Does it say what I just? Oh yeah, it says
I kinda like that
exactly
picture,
What I
though.
just read. Yeah, it's like a dude laying on a lawn chair in winter gear. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love.
It's kind of vibrating to the frequency of winter in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like your standard stout, very dark.
I do like
Got a
coffee
coffee
stouts. I just had one probably from Carbon 4. I wonder if it was this one actually, which we'll probably talk about later. But like I tried a couple Madison Brewery beers. They were doing free samples at Top Shelf.
Okay.
And I ended up buying this other lager. It was
Cool.
like Badger State Lager.
Yeah,
or
Badger State's good. Yeah, this one
Is that a brewery, Badger State?
Yeah.
Then that was the brewery that it was.
We had the last one we had with Carbon 4 was the Glazer Bean.
Okay, I believe that
the
was
quick
good.
trip one. Yeah, that was good. This is your standard. It's standard.
It smells standard. You can smell the coffee though.
Yeah, you can taste the coffee. It's got a little more of a darker, like medium roast to it. It feels like. I could be wrong. Could be talking out of my ass. I don't know.
No, I think nobody actually knows that stuff. They just talk like they do. So yeah, medium roast, right? Good.
Yeah, for sure.
For all you coffee connoisseurs out there, they roasted the bean exactly medium.
Speaking of coffee connoisseurs, Rob, I have a big announcement to make. This is going to come to a shock to some people. And I know they're going to be like, you're dudes with brews. How can you do this? Rob, I've decided to quit drinking. This is going to be the last time I drink coffee.
I don't know what to say.
No, I'm taking a break from coffee, Rob. I've had my anxiety's been pretty bad lately, and I've noticed that whenever I get into these like kind of like anxiety,
Like head tail, internal tailspins.
maybe that whenever I drink coffee, because a lot of times as lame as this sounds, I do get some anxiety attacks while I'm making a drive to a certain place in the morning.
Why that's lame.
I just do various reasons.
That keeps you on edge for the drive. Like that's better than going, I don't even remember driving. Did I stop at that stop sign?
But I just I noticed that when I drink coffee with it, Rob, it makes it significantly worse.
How do you know that you're just not having worse anxiety and you happen to be drinking coffee?
It just seems to be linked. Like today.
When were you not drinking coffee that you have
an anxiety attack?
Okay, yeah,
today?
but I mean before you had like, because if you I mean obviously now we're getting like where are we putting the cart before the horse or whatever in terms of like is that when was the last time you didn't drink coffee that you had before you did this like thought experiment that I'm going to stop drinking coffee because my anxiety might be worse?
I've had it before.
So there, like you have gone through spells where you didn't drink coffee and you like remember your anxiety levels back then?
It wasn't as bad.
And
it's just the caffeine that amplifies it. Even like I've heard a million times, I've read it too. Like
yeah, they
really,
say everything causes anxiety, everything causes cancer.
Right. Well,
they go anxiety
say,
causes cancer, and then cancer causes anxiety, and you're done. You're done.
They say that you should just take a break or take in less caffeine.
No, it makes sense. I'm not doubting the logic behind it. I'm just wondering where you got your if you're using flawed data.
Maybe I am. I don't know. We'll see.
And it doesn't matter. And that's why I said I'm putting the cart before the horse, maybe because like I'm trying to stand it on its head and turn it around and go, well, maybe like maybe you're creating false data by thinking that you have data that could be false in the first place, and like it's just going in circles about it.
Well, if it has a placebo effect and it makes me feel better,
that's what I mean. Does it matter in the long run if it's a placebo effect? No, it's not a placebo effect if it works, because whether that's the reason or not, you're having less anxiety because you're thinking about it that way.
Yeah, perhaps.
So,
I mean, I'm not saying I still might have one on a Saturday or something or a Sunday, but
I will think moving forward from this about my anxiety levels, because I do actually stop and start drinking coffee like quite frequently, where I'll get down to drinking way less caffeine. And then I'll have like these times where I spike way up.
Yeah.
And whether that's like soda or coffee, it doesn't matter. Like
sure.
I get to the point where I start to realize that I get headache. Like I'll go like, because I'm in that, I'm in the habit of like where I'll drink coffee or whatever. And then I'll just like not drink coffee. It's not like a habit to drink coffee. When I stop, all of a sudden, if I get a headache from it, that's when I go, okay, I've been drinking too much coffee. It's time to
you
lay
get
off.
those caffeine withdrawals.
Yeah, normally that doesn't happen from soda, but
Definitely coffee for me.
Yeah,
Definitely caffeine of sorts. Like if I drink a soda, it's like a Diet Mountain Dew, and that helps with my headache because obviously there's caffeine in it still.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but from now on, I will be. I'll try and clock my anxiety levels versus my caffeine intake. But I was just saying, like, I literally thought before I came here that I wanted to lower my caffeine intake because I was at a point where I didn't need to drink coffee at all.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, back when I was at my old job, I was drinking like just water all the time at work.
Right. It's pretty much what I drink at work now. Just water, and then I have a meal replacement shake for lunch every day.
Those are good.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, so but now I'm drinking like 3 large cups of coffee or 2 large cups of coffee a day at work.
Even like it's interesting enough, when I do drink coffee, I really can only like tolerate like 20 ounces. I'll just have one, and then I don't need any more for the rest of the day.
And I should stop there, but like today I drank 3 24 ounces.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It also dehydrates you.
Yeah, and I was trying to drink water on top of it, but
right. Okay. Well, this is an ode to our coffee farewell until we have the next coffee stout.
Yep. So we'll let you guys know.
Really?
We probably won't remember to update people on this stuff. I listened to some older episodes and I was like, wow, we never followed up on that. We never followed up on that. We don't take notes on this, people. Like, ironically enough, I have my Evernote app out right now with notes in it, but those are notes on things I want to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Not things that we need to keep up on for our listeners. So I guess if you're a listener and you care, and not that we won't take it like you don't care if you don't email, but email us if you want updates on anything that we've alluded to.
dudesonaporch@gmail.com.
I'm glad you're on top of that because
that's where you'll be. So you have some notes. Valentine's Day, of course, tomorrow or today, if you're listening on the release date. Me and the future missus have a date night planned. We're doing some painting, Rob. We're doing it's like
creature painting.
It's a thing. No, nude models. Not really, but we are painting. It's called like Art Spot or something like that. So they give you a picture that we're gonna paint. You know, like they show you what you're gonna paint. And then you...
Oh, so they have something to judge you on later?
And then you paint it.
Sounds really fun.
Pretty much it's like I'm painting half the picture. Carissa's painting the other half of the picture. We have to make it line up. Know what I mean? And then we can drink like she'll probably drink some wine. I'll probably drink some beer. And it'll be fun. Be creative. Get some juices flowing. I'm not really artistic in that sense. I don't know that I'm artistic at all.
That's what Valentine's Day is about, getting the juices flowing. Artistic juices, I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's her first time that she's ever had a significant other on Valentine's Day. I'm honored to be the first and the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it real special for her.
Valentine's Day is dumb.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not special. So,
but speaking of love, you're trying it.
You know, I'm on the Facebook dating.
So there's a Facebook dating app.
Yeah.
Now
it's not an app. It's part of Facebook.
My apologies. Hold on.
I only make that correction because when I wrote it in my Evernote, I wrote Facebook dating app, and then I went back and deleted app because I was like, it's not an app.
So one thing that I always wanted to do when I was on radio, but my co-host wouldn't allow it. There was only one person of the three of us that were single at the time, and I was like, dude, let me make you a Tinder, and let me just do this for you. Are you willing to let me create some conversations? I'll just give a couple lines out, and then if they respond, then it's you. I've done this before.
Yeah, I don't care because honestly,
give me your phone.
You want to start right now?
Yeah, I want to take a gander, and I want you. So far, I want you to explain your rationale, why you chose to do this. You know what kicked it because you've been kind of shy in this department, and this is without being insulting. This is very unlike you.
I can't. It's
What
not
the
working
fuck?
Right now. It's not.
Are you kidding?
Look at that. Even the app is like, Rob Phillips, you're not allowed on.
And
it's not you, it's us. That's what that app just gave me for a line. It says it right on there. It's not you, it's me.
Do you have to
broken app.
Do you have to update the app?
No, it's not an app.
No, you have to update the Facebook app.
I don't
See,
think so.
maybe that's what it is. All right. Well, anyways,
let's look. I'll look.
There'll be an experiment. Well, explain why. Like, how do you set this up, and why did you do it? Can I just do?
Oh, the reason is it. You know what's funny is it is me. My internet's not working on my phone. So what's your? Well, we can't like do your. Here, click in.
I got it.
Let me.
Great podcasting.
Yeah, pause it for a second.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Oh, it's still going.
Pause.
I thought I was.
It's a weird kind of like app because
We're back.
It's not. It's not like you can see who you. I'm not big on liking people.
Is this so? That's what you do. So okay. So from
it looks like
Tinder.
Looks like Tinder, yeah. And I hate Tinder, you know, and I hate these.
So you either heart it or you exit.
Yeah, which seems so. Doesn't that seem very judgmental and like either whatever? I don't know. And I try and I don't know, man.
This is kind of like Tinder in a way, in a sense, except for swiping. You just hit the button, and A person
it's what I don't like about Tinder too, is like you either like you're like, here's a picture. Nope, yep. I don't know.
like sent.
Did you like somebody really?
Yeah.
All right. It's on, I guess. It's on.
I sure did. I'm trying to help you out here, bud.
Yeah, but this is my problem with
Let's do this. Let me read the descriptions. So this is like a blind date in a way. I'm going to read the description. You tell me what if you're in or not. Fun, goofy, adventurous. I absolutely love to laugh. And if you can bring me a smile to my face over a craft brew and casual conversation, it's always a plus. Wow. Our tagline's there, Rob.
Well, I don't have our tagline in my
I'm
bio.
going to go ahead. Her
What's it? What? Give me your movie.
Forgive me, Carissa, for what I'm about to say. The description says yes. The picture says no. Okay. God, no way here.
That was you that made that. I didn't even see the picture.
I did you a favor.
Okay. Now, if the person like the 0.0001% chance that somebody goes, "Hey, that was my bio," and then they heard that about the picture,
nah, they wouldn't know.
Hurt themselves.
So this person knows 3 people that you know.
This is what I wanted to talk about. I don't like that at all.
Okay.
Because that's my biggest problem with the whole like. Okay, like you meet people through people, and then you got like, I just don't like the idea of like going, I like this person. Or
there's a lot of information here. You just really have to scroll down.
It depends on what they filled out, you know. And I haven't done a lot of like looking or whatever on here. I don't even know. Like I saw that like there was like something that was like, hey, check out this thing, and I was just I was coming off of a long conversation with somebody about how I needed to get with the program and get with the 21st century and online dating's not a bad thing.
Online dating's not a bad thing,
and
dude.
I know it's not a bad thing.
You're doing something great. Let me read this to you, all right? And you know, I apologize if I'm giving away personal information if I come off like a. There's certain phrases in here that I personally don't want to hear, and she's probably been through this experience, or she's probably experienced this enough where she's like, "Come on, enough is enough." So, let's see. I like to buy the milk cartons at work just to read the dumb jokes on the back. I like that.
Okay.
Not looking for a hookup. Okay, she's looking for the real deal. Nor do I want to hear about how horny you are or anything penis related right off the bat. Right off the bat. So later.
Clear. Well, yeah, yeah. No. Yeah. So later for sure. And the first date, maybe.
No. Serious inquiries only. Are you serious?
Yeah, of course I'm serious.
Okay. Are you? If a person were to have a kid, is that okay?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I've got that all set.
Okay.
Does she have, what movie can she watch over and over again? Does she have that on there?
Didn't say it. This
very important to me.
This person based
that it's the right movie.
Based on the person that you are mutually,
Yeah, okay, that matters to me too, kind of. So.
Well, I'm saying no to this person because you know a person that I'm not fond of. You both know a person that
I knew that's who it was. And I actually,
you should agree.
I do agree. Yeah.
Anyway, so you just did this because you wanted to. You're looking to grow and
it was it's something that every once in a while, like I think I've pulled it up like twice. But I get to the point where I can't, like I feel like, oh man, this is so ridiculous to admit out loud.
Man, you're fine.
But even though they like the thing about online stuff is that
weird. I know this person.
Oh, and like honestly, like when I started hanging out with that girl, I came across her profile on Tinder, and then I called her because I had her number in my phone.
Yeah.
And like because because somebody once again talked me into it back then. I think that we talked about this. It's something like there's something about the fact that you have to like harshly like there is no like I'm interested
I used to be this person's boss.
What's that?
I used to be this person's boss.
Nice. Well, what is that person like? You know some firsthand. Are they a good worker?
Yeah, it's just weird. All right, I feel invasive. I need to stop doing this. I'm sorry.
Invasive to me or invasive to the people that you're finding on there?
Overall, invasive. Let me see your thing.
Here, I don't know how to pull it up. But,
You need to. So, Rob, let's spruce up your info here. Okay, let's go through. Let's talk about.
I'm only 91% done with my
91%. That's an A-,
which means that I basically. One sec, I'm trying to. Basically, what it means is I have not finished my. I put no bio in.
All
I
right,
just put my preferences.
Jesus
in.
Christ, let's get a bio in right now. All right,
Is this the person that you?
let me see. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your bio?
I don't know how to do it.
You were just there, weren't you?
No,
What the fuck, Rob? How do you do this?
I don't know.
Ideal match. All right, general.
How about okay, let's do this. We'll spruce it up after the show, and next week we'll read what you do. Because we
Okay.
shouldn't be doing this on air.
Okay, fine. Well, good luck to you.
I'm gonna let you do it, man.
If any of them respond while we're here or like do a thing,
How many people did you quote unquote heart?
like 3.
Okay.
So what's your opening line? You
Hey, I saw you on Facebook. No, I don't have an opening line. I'm not a line guy. I don't know. Depends on.
Are you looking for love? Are you looking for marriage? What you looking for? Something cash?
No. I guess
something to grow old with.
I'm not into one night deals.
Yeah. I
So if
either.
it turns into something like real serious, that's cool. with
What's
me.
the first date? What's the first date?
Go karting?
In the winter?
You can go indoor go karting.
Where?
I'll look it up. No, I don't know. I've thought about that recently too. Like, what do you do? Where do you go? And there's got to be something.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't written any notes in my Evernote, but I'm thinking of things. Bookstore.
Bookstore? That's a good idea. See what they're into.
Well-
Do you lead them to the books that you like, or do
Okay,
you let them lead you?
Did you ever watch that 40 Days or 40 Nights or whatever movie with Josh Hartnett?
Yeah, I've
Okay,
seen it.
ridiculous movie. But there's one thing in there that really did make me think, and that was the whole riding the bus thing.
Can you really get a girl off by blowing a leaf over her?
Did that happen in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was a flower or some shit.
The magical rose petal.
Yeah. You'd have to ask a girl about that. I don't.
Okay.
But to me, there is one part in that did kind of make me go, well, what's my bus? Because he takes her on the bus. That's the thing that he does to clear his head, and you have to be real or whatever. And I was like, so what's something that I go and do that is kind of whatever, just something that is you know what I mean? It's something that's, I wouldn't say it's personal, but it's just a thing that that you do to get out of your route. I don't know how to what you would explain that as, but if you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
well,
yeah.
it's he goes and he rides the city bus, and then that was the date where he took her and made it serious or whatever, and I don't know. I guess that to me would be going to a bookstore, because I like going to bookstores, and I don't necessarily have to buy anything, but I like to peruse and just kind of hang out there and whatever,
What
You
if
can
she
get in some great conversations at bookstores,
Sure. Okay.
Maybe that's stupid, but maybe
I don't think so.
But I think that's the kind of I think that's the whole point of it, is that if you can
Do something unique.
if you can take somebody there and they go, oh, this is lame, okay, well then you're not for me. Move
Right.
on, but if you're cool with this,
You
and
call her
you know
what
what I mean?
Say you illiterate swine.
Swine, maybe not, but
I was thinking of Toy Story when he goes you uncultured swine. It's pretty funny.
Been a while since I've seen that.
Good flick. Okay, well,
But yeah, it was like a month ago or something that
and you still don't have a bio.
I don't go on there. I've gone on there like twice, man. Like I don't know.
You were on Tinder?
Yes, I was.
Let's get you back on Tinder.
I really don't want to go down there.
Tinder. How about Bumble?
Okay, I'd rather go back to Tinder because I don't want to have 8,000 of these things out there because here's the thing. They just reject me because this is the second thing.
Don't.
Okay. This is the second thing. I started with the first thing being the judgmental, like heart versus X.
Yeah, I don't like it.
How about like, let's talk. I'm interested. Or I'm super into, like, you know, like give me.
Ultimately,
you get
though,
five choices for random stupid like questions like sure, unsure, satisfied, not blah blah blah. How about like 5 variations of that so you can go, this is where I'm at based on your bio. If you want to try it, like I need some.
Let's make this app, dude. Let's make it.
Well, yeah, you're more motivated than I am to do that kind of stuff. But
I don't know how to make apps.
Nor do I. I guess let's research it.
Okay.
But the second thing is that, and this, I don't care what you say. I know that this is truer than because I just listened to a whole thing on the radio on it. Actually, not about the United States. It was about Poland or something like that. But women have this thing like where when women go on a dating app, it's way different than when guys go on a dating app. And like me not being like an alpha male, like that chick said, I don't want to hear about your dick or da da da.
Well, you wouldn't want to do that anyway. Like
I know I'm not that.
Are people attracted to that?
I just feel like there's a lot of layers of shit to cut through.
Sure.
And I feel like whereas there's a lot, like I'm sure that there's some girls out there that say this and mean it, but when there's girls that are like, oh, looking for something serious, don't care about these things, but then they skew towards that direction, even though they say that that's not what they want, and that bums me out. Like because when I was on Tinder, it's like you know you put yourself out there and you go, I'm gonna swipe right. The right way.
I have no idea. I don't remember. I was briefly on Tinder.
Swipe the way that means good. Like I'm down to talk.
Right.
And then you just hear nothing back.
Okay.
And it's like how many times do you do that? Like, and then you're just like, okay, the internet doesn't want me either. So
I don't know.
And I know that's the worst. That's a bad way to think. That's the old Rob talking. I know that's not what it is.
This is the new Rob. This is the Facebook dating app Rob.
Yeah. That was Tinder Rob. This is Facebook Rob. Actually, you know what? This is Facebook, Robert. but yeah, it's just it was I don't know when people talk to me about it, like my family and friends, like and go, oh, you should do it. And, like I cannot come with up with like these like real logical reasons not to, and then in that moment, like I'll go, okay, I'll whatever.
No, well, we'll see how it goes.
So we'll see what happens. But I will let you write my bio for me because I have a real hard time with that. I do.
Okay.
I feel like other people can describe how I really am better than I can describe how I really am. Because
sure.
I want to, like I'm injecting that with all my anxieties and all my like wants and whatever. And it's like, I want to like, I like hiking and doing that stuff. I don't go out and do it as much as I.
So there we go. Enjoy the outdoors. And sometimes I like being the little spoon.
Yeah. Well, and that's
nice.
I'm just, I guess I just need to learn to put on there like, hey, I can be very lazy.
Sure.
Sometimes likes to just sit in bed all day.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Well, I'm gonna turn the focus here a little bit, Rob.
I would appreciate that.
You're always telling me I need to stand up for myself. I was in a situation that, quite frankly, ruined my fucking day. Last week, Friday, we went out to eat. It was me, Chris, and the kids. All right, so we went to a local place, family restaurant. We go there to eat. We sit down. We're in a booth, and the food's taking a little bit to come. We just ordered burgers.
Gotcha.
And probably took us like 45 to 50 minutes just to get our food, which is quite a long time when you think, but whatever.
Oh, definitely.
And I didn't bitch about that. I didn't.
I figured you didn't.
My son was getting he was just getting a little rambunctious. He wasn't like,
Yeah, he's got to wait for 40 minutes.
well, he wasn't doing anything bad. He really wasn't. We were playing like I Spy, so
After 40 minutes, kids are allowed to be bad in a restaurant, in my opinion.
he was squirming a little bit in the booth.
Yep.
Was not kicking the seats or anything, just squirming, like moving around a little bit. And then I'm like, hey bud, sit still a little bit, And then the guy behind him does the look over the shoulder.
You got the half turn, huh?
Does the half turn, all right?
Right.
And I saw it and I was like, let's chill out a little bit, dude. And then he's squirming around a little bit again, and then he fucking does it and just glares.
Oh, so you got the full turn
Yeah,
with the
he
stare.
just glares or whatever, and he turns around, and that's when I started to get pissed, because when it comes to my kids, I get super defensive, whether or not I'm in the right or wrong in this situation. I don't know. I could have, I thought about this later. Yeah, I could have switched spots with him, but I didn't. And and then he wasn't like, Ashton was not being like aggressive on this seat. And then he fucking does it again. And I go to Chris, I was like, we need to leave. Because I was getting fucking mad. And I don't really get mad, I really don't that often towards other people. And she's like, why? What's I was like, because this guy keeps looking at my kid for being a kid. That's what I said. And I said it loud enough where he could hear it, his wife could hear it. And then later or whatever, we finally get our fucking food and we're eating or whatever. And then he was done. So he moved again, just a little bit. And then the wife like mutters, oh, he's just being a kid, in like a mocking tone, in a real like dick way. And then the guy just gets up, grabs a chair and pulls it up to his table. And I'm like, dude, come on.
Nice.
I was like,
there's a lot of better things you could have said, but at least you like that's
all I said.
something.
I was like, he's a kid, man. Like, give me a break. And then his wife's like, oh, it's okay. I'm just like, and then the fucking owner of the place, like,
shut up, you stupid. I was going to say something really offensive.
No,
there.
but like, the owner of the place, like, I don't know.
How old are these people?
They were with their daughter. They were with their grown daughter. So it's like, you fucking know what it's like.
I'm just picturing like a 65-year-old.
No, he's 50s.
50s.
But they were with their kid, like their 20-year-old kid or whatever. And it's like, don't fucking act like you don't know what this is like. You're being a fucking pretentious little dickhead, and you just need to go fuck yourself. I was so fucking mad. It ruined the rest of my fucking night. And like the owner of the joint, like, just like acknowledges everybody else and then blatantly ignores us because I said something to a guy, and nothing even rude. I could have been like, hey, quit being such a fucking cock. You know what I mean? But I didn't.
There's in that situation, I mean, and
I could have been in the wrong. I should have tried to control my kid a little bit more, but the kid's 6. He didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't being loud. He was he was squirming around.
I'm not in that school of thought where it's like I could have done. No, you didn't have to.
Right. I was so fucking like
and when he got his chair, that's where it's like, I should have been like, thank you. You're making my kid a little squirmy. I appreciate you moving. Yeah, because you were looking at him funny. Like,
I was pissed, man. I really was pissed. I mean, like you said, I don't.
It's easy in the aftermath to like be like whatever, but like I'm glad you said something.
When it comes to my kids, I don't have.
We need to just shift that over so that you can say that to a waitress when she brings you the wrong beer. That's the goal here. But I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks. And then, so Madison had a basketball tournament last Saturday.
Yeah.
Last tournament of the season. And her team is really good for it. It was like for 5th grade basketball, like it is intense.
Yeah.
It's intense. Like you're like in it,
Yeah. My dad, he coached a 5th grade basketball team, and I helped him. I was like the assistant coach for a little while. And that was guys like, I don't know, boys basketball or whatever, but it was still like,
I
mean, I watched a game that was like the It wasn't the whatever the Oshkosh semi-pro team is, but the it was maybe some high school team. Maybe it was even that team. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like really bad. Like they just like nobody was putting up shit. Like it was just bad. But I remember those 5th grade games being pretty intense.
But that's getting to the point where, of course, and this happened all season long, where parents are calling out, "Ref, be consistent with your calls and travel." This is like, yeah, the kid probably did travel. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it when people do that. That's just me though. And there was this one dude. It was the second game. So they won the first game.
Yep.
We're in the second game, and it's like neck and neck, man. Like the other team's up by like a couple or like they were down by 2. They get 4 points, and there's like 30 seconds left. But once they get ahead,
who's they?
The other team.
Okay.
So once the kid on the other team shoots and now is ahead of Madison's team, I watched a grown man get up and start pounding his feet on the bleachers.
Yeah.
That's a little extra.
I guess I don't know what you mean. Like
he gets up and he's like, ah! He's like starts pounding his feet like on the ground.
Yeah, that's a sporting match, dude.
Really?
Go to a wrestling match for people.
I thought that was a little much.
When I went to Ryan and Trevor's like wrestling matches, it was insane.
Sure.
And people would get like red and yell at other parents, and
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not.
My approach to those situations, Rob, is I'm just like aggressively positive then.
The whole point about sports is to like completely let yourself go and engage in the sport, so that you can let go of life outside of this sport. You know, like in terms of the refs, it's like I would hate to be like, because they're kind of putting a call out for high school refs.
Yeah,
there's like ads on the radio, and I was thinking about that, and I was like,
people are dicks,
and it's like, for as much as I give refs a hard time through the TV screen, in terms of like. I just wouldn't want to be a ref.
I wouldn't either. But I also think it's insane that like parents are just like yelling at these refs, and it's like, let them do their job. Yeah. It's not a big deal if the team loses. But Madison's team took first.
It's easy. It's easy to sit back and say that when your kid's team takes first.
They barely won the second game. Madison scored the last basket.
I'm
the
just
last
giving
game.
you. I know. It's okay. It's okay. I just thought it was, calm down, dude. Just calm down a little bit, dude. It's just sports.
My favorite part is when like I watch these people get so amped up, and then at the end when their daughter team lose and my daughter's team wins, I just got up and I yell with like, I don't yell, but I'm just like, yeah, teamwork, and I'm just like yelling out.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I do that though to piss the other people off.
But you shouldn't. You should do it because
I was also happy for the team, of course.
But whatever. We all do our own thing.
Madison scored the last basket of the last game.
That's pretty sweet.
And that was magical.
That's awesome.
I was very excited.
I
didn't fucking jump and pound on the.
I would have
stopped my feet on the bleachers.
If I was there,
damage it.
The fact that I know Matt, like I know you, and I know that that's your dog. Like I probably would have been like gone crazy when she scored the winning bat. Like that's insane. That's awesome.
No, I was excited. Yeah,
but I
stood up and cheered and stuff, but I didn't.
Not to the point where you can fake run on the bleachers.
No, I didn't do that.
Well, that's on you, man. You need to learn how to enjoy life.
All right, whatever.
I guess we just come from two different schools of thought on that one.
It's a sport. It's a game.
I know, but that's the point: is to like let yourself get that.
Sure.
To let yourself get that. In.
Dick when else?
How is that being a dick to everybody?
When you're yelling at the ref?
Is that what he was stomping his feet about?
I don't know why he was stomping his feet. He's a man-child.
Then what are you judging him for?
He was a douchebag the whole time.
What if his kid just like it was playing well enough and he was like, I don't know. He's just like
the whole time he was just being a douche.
Okay, well,
the whole time.
Then he was a douche. That was at least.
I was hoping he'd fall down the bleachers. That would have been great.
That would be interestingly funny.
I would have loved it. He stomps down, but he actually just over stomps,
slip
and
just
goes down and ends up,
I I just, like
bedridden the rest of his life.
I'm just saying, like, I can get into some games. Like, if I don't care so much about sports, but as soon as I let myself become invested, I'm fully invested.
I get it.
And that's the point of it.
But at the same time, I'm not going to ridicule somebody doing their job to the point where they're just
but you're not being clear on this. Are you ridiculing this guy? Like, you bring up this foot pounding thing. Was he pounding his feet because of the ref's call or because something good happened on the team? Because if his team or his daughter's team did something good and he got so amped up that he fake runs on this bleachers and was like going, yeah, whatever. That's him just like he's into it.
It was the whole experience.
Yeah, and that's part of yelling at the ref, man. Like, refs are there to be yelled at, kind of.
No, they're not.
That's part of it, man.
Elementary school basketball refs are not there to get yelled at. They just want to make their $10 a game and
they get
move
paid
on.
for that?
Yeah, you get paid for it. The high school people get paid for it.
I didn't know that. I
not
thought
much.
It was a volunteer thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I'm personally. I draw the line at when you got people like getting full on beat red, spit coming out as they yell profanities at the refs and at the coach for not putting their kid in, or the other coach when they're like that kind of stuff. There's like straight up anger, aggression. Parents that have that, like parents who see their kids getting like going pro when they're in kindergarten, and they see this journey and they're like constantly like critiquing coaching and all that stuff on the court.
And he was doing that.
And yeah, so that guy, yeah, like, but you didn't frame it that way. If I just see a guy who's like getting into the game, pounding his feet on the bleachers, cool,
that was towards the end. It was annoying.
He probably snuck in something.
Maybe.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
I hope he shits his pants at work.
Yeah, and you're allowed to think that.
I don't think. I hope.
All right. Well, you're allowed to hope that.
Good.
It'll scar the guy who sees him shit his pants more than it'll scar him.
If that's what it takes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I've seen somebody shit their pants.
Yeah.
And it never left me.
The stain because it was a projectile?
No, I just saw it fall out. And
weird.
Yeah, it fell out of their gym shorts. Oh, it haunts me. It haunts me, Drew.
You just have a dream.
Jumping up to get the badminton birdie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's when it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then it fell out when he hit the ground and then he dropped it.
And then the person behind it accidentally hit it with their racket?
I wish I could say that. Well, no, I don't, because then it would have been coming my direction. No, he drop kicked it under the bleachers, which I don't know which is better, but...
Drop kicked it under the bleachers.
He just like booted it under the bleachers. And I don't think anybody but me saw it. And then I pointed and yelled "poop" really loud, and that's what haunts me is that I ruined this guy's.
I think you've told this story before, but it's still.
I have a whole stand-up thing on it, but it's all true.
You just fucking poop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, I hope that guy definitely remembers that happening to him.
I've seen him many times. It's never come up. But I was always extremely nice to him from then on until now, every time I see him.
Hey, Peter. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
So moving on, I guess.
What other notes did you have? The broom thing?
Yeah, the broom thing. Standing a broom. Apparently,
it worked.
You can stand a broom on its bristles, and it's because of the rotation of the earth. My coworker.
It was only for like one day or something, though, wasn't it?
No, my coworker just showed it to me.
Do you think it's always been like that, though?
My response was, how do they test that theory? You can't stop the earth.
Yeah.
Like to go, look at the broom falls now that the earth's not spinning. Like, would they take a broom? I just don't. How do they know it's from the rotation of the earth?
Is this something that always happens and it was just recently discovered?
A broom right there.
Yeah. It didn't stand up yesterday.
Did you try it yesterday?
Chris did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why are people doing this again all of a sudden?
What do you mean?
Like,
it just popped up the other day. Like this just happened like last week.
I know. After he did that, I was thinking about it and somebody showed me that 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was like a 1 day only thing. I don't fucking know,
I'll
man.
have to talk to my coworker and see.
How often do people just stand brooms up?
I swear somebody tried showing me that thing.
This is a test, man. This is a test of the government, dude. They're just like, let's truly see how many people are sheep. Let's just get them both. Fucking talk about your broom standing up. And then everybody did it. Everybody did it. Carissa did it. Posted a picture of it to my friends in my friend's comment section after she.
That's not.
Which is fine. But the biggest problem is the garbage can was in the picture, and the garbage can was very full.
God, you're a weird person.
Why?
First off, for that comment, and second off, because
the garbage can was full.
So?
And like the lid was like tilted on it. He's like,
oh my God.
Full of garbage.
It was
a dirty picture.
Okay.
Heyo.
Yes. But I don't see things that trend or go online or do many things on the internet.
All right.
So I didn't know that it was something that was trending because of that. I just thought my coworker came in and stood the broom up and was like, "See this?" And I was like,
"Science."
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing that I say is like I think that that's more of like a but so like you go oh, the government wants. I know that that's a joke, but or whatever. But it's like it's not the government. That's just the internet. It's the power of the vacuum of the internet.
The government, man.
The vacuum of the internet makes people try and stand brooms up, much like the rotation of the earth makes the broom stand up. Like, guess what? We can't test the opposite theory anymore.
They're just seeing like how the blind lead the blind, man. That's the show.
If the broom fell over, then I would agree with you. If somebody faked it and then it trended and then like everybody was just going and dropping brooms down and they're like, "Oh, I got you." Maybe I would believe you, but otherwise it's just like because that is the dumb BS that trends these days. That doesn't mean it's the blind leading the blind. It's just that's when like silver melts ice. Like that's just
the start of it. First you're standing a broom up. Next you're putting rat poison in your Kool-Aid and you're giving it out to.
All right. Let's just move on because I can see the Drew that I got tonight.
What do you mean?
It's conspiracy theory, paranoid Drew.
This is the first conspiracy theory I've spoken of.
Maybe that's true. But I see a pattern starting today.
I don't know what you mean. Pattern?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a joke.
Okay.
It's good to have to announce those things after the fact. Jokes, I mean.
Because it wasn't funny.
Well, I thought it was funny. And I'm still laughing about it.
It was a miss.
I missed too.
Yeah, it happens.
More often than not.
Miss?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, you're pretty funny.
That doesn't matter.
Nothing matters, Rob.
Otherwise, I got, I went to that stand-up night after we recorded last week.
Yep.
Went to open mic night.
How was it?
It was all right. It was good.
Was Mr.
Freese, right?
Uh-huh.
That was the guy that the MC.
I've seen his stand-up. He's funny.
Yeah. We should definitely go and sit in on that.
But then we gotta do it.
Yeah. Well,
how were the people that did it?
They had some stuff. I don't want to say anything. I mean, because
it's like their first times trying it.
No, some of them were like, I wouldn't say veteran open micers, but they weren't rookies. They had their 5 minutes. And and even a couple of them were like, I got other material. One guy just went up there on a whim, and he hadn't done it for like 15 years or 20 years.
Oh, really?
It was interesting. Anthony told Freese that I had done stand up, so then they tried to get me to go up there. But I haven't looked at that stuff in so long that I didn't do it. But he basically said next time I see you in the audience, you're going up. So I have to make that choice if I'm going to go there. So if we go there, we should have something ready if we're going to go up as a duo.
You should have something ready.
I've been rethinking. Honestly, I've been retooling that joke about the guy pooping himself.
Yeah.
Into more of a meta joke where instead of it being about that, that's part of it, but the real joke comes from the fact that
we all poop ourselves.
Every decade I've changed my view on that. Obviously as a 17-year-old or 16-year-old kid, my mentality was to point it out to everybody and then feel bad about it after or whatever.
Yeah.
So like in the moment, my mentality was to point and yell because what do you do? And then after the fact, it was like to make a joke about it and then talk about it on stage when I did stand up. And now 10 years after that, I think that like my mentality has shifted again to the point where it's like, okay, now I need to look back and go, what's wrong with me? Because this guy shit his pants.
Yeah.
Like what can, and that's that, like, so the fact that I was willing to make it, now I need to make a joke about the fact that I made a joke about it because that's cruel. And, I don't know.
All right.
What does that, I'm not saying I have it written, but I'm saying that's where my mentality is at.
Sure.
Like I'd rather do a joke like that than do a joke about a guy that like, cause it is just something that happened and I happened to be a part of, but
Yeah.
because I announced it, I guess if you observing the process, I guess,
All right.
But so that might be something. Maybe we can if we write a duo act, we should discreetly bring my laptop bring the laptop with the catch-all mic, and just have that little bit of recording for our future audio memoirs.
Okay.
And go, this is the first time me and Drew got up and did stand up in front of a live audience. So.
There you go.
Are we almost done here?
Yeah, we're just about.
All right, let me just throw this out there. This really isn't anything here nor there, but if there's a show called Columbo with Peter Falk, it's a great show. But I just got to say, I started watching it from the beginning for the first time. The pilot episode, Peter Falk doesn't show up for like 25 minutes.
Okay.
The show is called Columbo.
Wow.
He's Columbo.
Okay.
He doesn't show up for 25 minutes in the pilot.
Yeah.
You don't sound like, dude, you should be more in that. That's insane.
I don't care about Columbo.
That's a ballsy. I know. Okay, screw the fact that it's Columbo. I'm just saying that's a ballsy move for a writer back in the 70s. This is a 70s show. Like, hey, I wrote a show. It's called Columbo. Where's Columbo? Oh, he comes in on page 70.
Sure.
That's I don't know. I just felt like mentioning that just because I feel like everybody everywhere should like just give a nod of recognition to how ballsy and insanely cool that is that they did that and it got on TV.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Rage Against the Machine in July.
So what?
Okay.
Singer's dead. Not worth it.
No, he's not.
Oh, what band am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
No, they rocked in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
90s.
They had a group of people at their fingertips, and then they disbanded. Political power.
Huh.
Yeah, they were good.
You don't like Rage Against the Machine?
No, I do. I can
Killing
hear
in the
that.
name of?
Yeah. They got a hell of a bass lines and.
Fucking Tom Morello's in that band, dude.
Yeah, I know.
The lead singer apparently died. And
I thought that the lead singer died.
You
but
might be thinking of like Stone Temple Pilots.
No, because I know
two of their singers are.
Phil, seriously, dude. I'm trying to drink the last of my beer. He's right in my face all of a sudden. No, I know I'm definitely wasn't thinking of Stone Temple Pilots because I know that's not who I was thinking of. But either way, it doesn't matter. I do remember that he like disappeared into obscurity, like not necessarily
he didn't
obscurity,
really
but
do.
he had a generation at his fingertips, and then like I don't know, just like stopped.
Yeah, they haven't toured in like 10 years. Of course, we got lawn seats, which it is what it is. I was pissed because 10 minutes after they like went on sale, they set up like a queue, an online queue. You could get 4 tickets at a time, whatever. But of course, however they do it, all the scalpers get the fucking tickets, and 20 minutes later, they're all on the resale market for fucking double, triple the price. And it's like the people that want to fucking actually see the band,
that should be
like you get ripped off because of these fucking dickheads. It makes me mad.
Yeah.
But
especially for those shows, that's gonna I'm talking about going to see Wilco and Trampled by Turtles.
Yeah.
With my parents.
I've seen. No, I haven't seen Wilco.
And possibly my brother.
I saw Monine once.
I saw. Oh no, I didn't actually see. I wish I would have seen them.
Yeah.
They were one of my favorite bands as a kid. I saw Thursday.
That'd be
really
cool.
Good. Thursday
They're
and
good.
Planes Mistaken for Stars and.
You should. I started listening to this band recently. It's kind of like pretty like sad music, but it's really good. It's a band called Spanish Love Songs.
All right,
You should listen to them.
I'll check them out.
Their new album just came out. It's pretty good.
I really the thing is I don't listen to music anymore. Depresses me. Like
Well, then don't listen to this band because it's
like happy songs depress me. Sad songs not so much. But
All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
that's a good place to end it, I guess. Happiness makes me sad. Sadness makes me okay.
We drank Deep Winter by Carbon 4 in Madison, Wisconsin, a coffee stout. Rob, I'm going to say drink it, but I'm not going to drink it often, to be honest.
Drink it, but there's better coffee
For
stouts.
sure. I agree. And I love Carbon 4, but that's just
drink
my
it.
honest
Drink
opinion.
it to support that brewery. If you're going to go for a coffee stout, this isn't a bad one.
No.
And I almost wouldn't even say that there's better ones out there. If you're just going with a basic coffee stout,
This is it.
support Carbon 4 and get this one.
Carbon 4 has great beers,
This
though.
this is definitely not where, but there are like specialized coffee beers that are like mocha, whatever, or flavored coffee beers that are better than they're different. I don't know. You can't really use apples and oranges.
Right. All right. Well, my name is Drew. That's Facebook Robert.
Yeah.
And see ya.
Yep.
Pew pew audio. Goodbye, everyone.